Hello guys, welcome back to my channel and enjoy this fanfic part 2. Now let's start the fanfic. It felt as if something is grabbing her by the neck, something pressing on her head. She cannot breathe and yet, she feels her body moving on its own. Her eyes can see what's happening around her but she cannot stop herself from moving. Orochimaru. He put her under some forbidden jutsu he developed. She refused to help him and now, he's going to force her to heal his arms. She is helpless as her own body kicked Jiraiya aside. The control has been lost to her. Then, there's Naruto. She didn't want to hurt him. Orochimaru wanted to. He wants her to just throw him as far as she can muster but she fought. She fought as hard as she can because she didn't want to hurt him. When she looks at Minato's son, all she can see is Naoki, and that made her fight harder. The fighting started in front of her, and she wanted to help. She wanted to stop all of that, but she's stuck. Shizune has been trying to use her chakra to help her break free but it's pointless. Orochimaru has embedded Kabuto's blood with his chakra. When his apprentice splattered it all over, her skin absorbed his chakra and his jutsu is now in her system. Naruto flew and landed in front of her. What was he thinking? He is no match for Kabuto. Why is he still trying? He is going to get himself killed. Where the hell is Jiraiya? Her eyes found him, still fighting with Orochimaru. This whole thing is a mess, and she can't even fix it. Lady Tsunade, you need to fight. My chakra cannot penetrate your system. It has to be you that will break Orochimaru's jutsu, Shizune said. She deduced as much. The thing is, she cannot stop herself from shaking. The damn fear of blood. Naruto keeps on taking hits. He tries to use the Rasengan on Kabuto but it failed. He is going to die. She wants to tell him to stop, to get away from the fight, to stop protecting her. Why is he even protecting her? He does not even know her. I will not let you make her do things she did not want to. She's been through so much already. Besides, she has a job to do back in Konohagakure. You're not taking her. Naruto gritted between his teeth. What does he know about her? Did Jiraiya talk to him about her? You are a fool for risking your life for someone who does not care about you. She left her village, abandoned her people. You think she will not do the same to you? Spare yourself the pain, Naruto. I didn't come here for you, Kabuto replied. I know I don't mean anything to Grandma Tsunade. Hell, we've never met until a week ago. I don't like her attitude, and she definitely does not like me. Still, I know deep down she cares for Konohagakure, for its people. I mean, you guys offered her what she desires the most and she chose the village instead. I don't know anyone with that kind of strength, do you? Naruto responded. Strength? She does not feel strong at all. She feels so broken. Everything became a blur. Her brain gets drowned in memories, the pain of the past. It took Naruto fully mastering Rasengan to snap her out of it. He did it, she thought. He mastered his father's jutsu in a week. He managed to use it against Kabuto but not without a hitch. The nasty bastard managed to hit Naruto before he went down. Suddenly, she felt herself moving. She knelt beside Naruto and forced herself to calm down so she can heal him. Slowly, her chakra came out of her hands. Damn, Kabuto got him good. Even the nine-tailed beast inside him couldn't aid in healing him. When his heart stopped, hers almost did too. She bit her lower lip as tears fell from her eyes. He cannot die, not him too, not on her account. Don't die, don't die, don't die. Then, his hand reached out for her necklace. A smirk on his face. I won the bet, he said. She smiled because the kid scared her to death. He survived. More to that, he mastered his father's jutsu in just a week. Yes, he won their bet. Perhaps, her luck will turn this time around. She placed her necklace around his neck. For the last time, she's going to bet on this kid. Lady Tsunade. Shizune's voice snapped her out of her trance. Orochimaru coming their way with a sword in his mouth. He's not aiming at her but on Naruto. He's going to kill Naruto. Why? She didn't even think about it. She just moved. The pain was instant. His blade pierced right through her chest. She saw the shock in her friend's eyes. Hell, she is shocked herself too. When he pulled the sword out, it's another wave of pain that shot right through her. Tsunade, you are the only person I do not want to kill, Orochimaru expressed. She coughed as blood splattered from her mouth. Breathing hurts. It's been so long since she's been stabbed. Do not touch him, not him, she muttered. You know what he is. Killing him now will save all of us a lot of trouble in the future. You know it, Tsunade. Just let me do it. She shook her head. Not him. I won't let you hurt him. No one else will die because of her. There are just too many lives lost because of her. Lives she cannot save. Naruto, she can save him or at least die trying. You will sacrifice yourself for a boy you just met. You heard it. You are not touching him, she repeated. She felt her feet rose from the ground before she felt another slice of pain and then her back met the unforgiving ground. That really hurt. As much as she wants to rest, to close her eyes, she cannot. Naruto is at risk. Where is Jiraiya? She cannot spare a thought about him right now. Orochimaru is going to kill Naruto. She needs to do something. Damn this shaking. When she saw the blade heading Naruto's way, she jumped as fast as she could and shielded him from it. At this point, she grew numb. Naruto is already awake and conscious below her. His eyes are wide as her blood dropped on her face. Grandma Tsunade, he whispered. I already told you. Do not touch him, she gritted between her teeth. She groaned after receiving a kick from Orochimaru, who taunted her about being able to do nothing because of her phobia. He's right. She cannot take hits forever. She will not be able to save Naruto if she dies. Her brain seemed like it's running 100 miles per hour. All the things she went through, the things she lost, the dream that took everything from her. That dream remains to be alive, through Naruto. Her grandfather's dream, her little brother's, Dan's. She cannot let their dreams to die, not like this, not when she finally, have faith again. That's when it happened. Her shaking has stopped. She didn't waste any time. She pushed herself up and kicked Orochimaru away from Naruto. Finally, she thought. She managed to break free from the fear that paralyzed her for years since Dan died. It stopped her from doing what she does best. It stopped her from helping people, from being a shinobi. Now, she's done running. You overcame your fear, but you will not last fighting me in your condition. Stop resisting, Tsunade, Orochimaru pointed out. Is that the proper way in addressing the 5th Hokage of Konohagakure? She quipped. She's yet to give her answer to Jiraiya, but she knows the moment she refused to help Orochimaru that it has been a yes. That responsibility is something she inherited from her grandfather, and she cannot run away from it forever. Still, it feels good to see the shock on Orochimaru's face when he learned that she is the next Hokage of their village. I never thought I would say this, but you're a fool, Tsunade, taking on that job. You won't make it, not at the state you're in, he spat. She centered herself. It's something she has kept to herself, except for Shizune. Now, it's time to reveal it. Don't worry too much, old friend. I'm not the type to die in battles. As she put her hands together, her fingers forming the sign, she heard Shizune's voice begging her not to use it, but Orochimaru was right. If she does not do this, she will not make it. She will not be able to save Naruto and the village. She then released the chakra she stored for a long time in her forehead and used it to heal her wounds, restoring her fried muscles. You're not the only ones who knows how to create forbidden jutsu, old friend. It seems like it. We're really going to do this, huh? Come to think of it, we haven't fought each other before. We have fought side by side but not against each other. Tsunade smiled. There's always a first for everything, she muttered. Jiraiya then stood beside her. He gave her his infamous smirk, telling her he got her back. Took you long enough. I'm entitled for a little bit of delay, Jiraiya. Do watch over Naruto. Bring her to Shizune so she could heal him. I'll take care of our dear friend over here, she instructed. Now free from his jutsu and her fear of blood, Tsunade moved fluidly and started attacking Orochimaru. Despite not being able to use his arms, he is still capable of deflecting her attacks and using that annoying sword from his throat to attack her. At some point, he managed to wrap his tongue around her neck, attempting to strangle her to death, but she prevailed. She kept on hitting. All of her frustrations in life, her pain, she poured it all out on Orochimaru's face. How dare he used her pain against her, tried to make a puppet out of her, and then tried to kill her after everything they went through together. She loves him. She cares about him. He is a part of her family and he betrayed her. He betrayed all of them. He killed Sarutobi-sensei. With one final blow, Orochimaru landed on the ground hard. Tsunade is panting. Jiraiya stood beside her, and they watched as Kabuto helped his master get back on his feet. That's when they saw the skin on his face peeling off. It immediately clicked on her. This is the forbidden jutsu he's been doing to himself. That body is not his body. So, that's why I cannot sense him. It's not really him, Jiraiya muttered. This has been enlightening. It's too bad we did not get what we came here for, but it's good to see you both again. Thank you for the wonderful fight, but we must go now. As you can see, I have more work to do. There are other ways to get what I want. Next time we'll see each other again, the fight will definitely have a different ending, Orochimaru said before disappearing along with his apprentice. She is certain of it. Once Orochimaru recovered, he'll be back to destroy Konohagakure. They need to be prepared for that. Then, Tsunade, Jiraiya uttered in concern when she gasped. Don't worry. It's the side effect of the regeneration jutsu. She felt the loss of chakra on her body and the exhaustion setting in. I just need some rest. He does too. Once we return to town, give it a few hours and then we can start the journey back to the village. Fighting Orochimaru did not sit well within his guts. Seeing him fought Tsunade even more. Their family. Since they were genin, it's always been the three of them before they're called Sannin, before the toll of war befell them all. The only good thing that came out of it is Tsunade overcoming her fear of blood and Naruto mastering Rasengan. Damn, Tsunade's secret jutsu. It's the first time he'd seen it and it was amazing. After the beating she received from Orochimaru, the wounds that would have killed any other shinobi, she survived it with her jutsu. Its side effects, however. So, it's why she maintained her younger form, because of this jutsu. Shizune nodded. She's been experimenting with it during the early stages of war. I was sworn to secrecy by her. She needed me there in case things go bad. It's taken a lot for her to perfect it, and that's when we discovered the side effects of using that jutsu. Speeding up cell regeneration, as great as it sounds, it shortens her life. You've seen it earlier. During the war, she'd used it a couple of times without anyone noticing it. She maintained her younger form to conceal the price she had paid for keeping herself alive during battles. Nothing is ever free. Even Orochimaru's forbidden jutsu, it always comes with a price, some sort of sacrifice. He understands why Tsunade had kept this a secret. If it's revealed, many will want to learn that jutsu despite the price. She did not want anyone to use it so recklessly and succumb to its price just like that. Shizune left to check on Naruto, who is sleeping on the other room. The poor kid is exhausted, but he'll be fine. Tsunade has already healed him and Shizune is closely monitoring his recovery. Being quiet does not suit you, Tsunade's voice snapped him out of his thoughts. She's already awake and has returned to her younger form, or at least, the one he's familiar with. Took you long enough, he smiled. How long was I out? She asked. Jiraiya shrugged. Almost a day at least. It's nearing nighttime. Wow, I've never slept that long in a while. She pushed herself. How's the kid? Is Shizune with him? That put a smile on his face. Naruto really crept his way into Tsunade's heart like he knew he would. Naruto has that effect on him. Don't worry about Naruto. He'll be fine. You should focus on you. That must have took a lot of your strength and chakra earlier, he answered. She huffed. I'm fine. Yeah. One hell of a secret jutsu, huh? Regeneration, you truly are your grandfather's protege. That was amazing to watch, he mentioned. It is truly amazing if he's not going to think too much about its cost and the person they were fighting against. Not easy to master, but I got there. It's not as good as my grandfather's, but it's close. You did great, Haim. You did wonderful. He'll be proud of you. Her eyes turned sad. Would he? I ran away. I almost sentenced the village to its death. Keyword, almost. You did not forsake the village. You chose it despite your greatest desires. He will be proud of you, all of them will, he reaffirmed. Stop with this sappy talk. It does not suit you or me. Jiraiya laughed. Well, are you starving? I can get you something if you'd like. Nah, I'm way too tired to get out of this bed right now. I am cold, however, she trailed. He caught on quick with what she wants to say. Without having her to ask a second time, he removed his shoes and shirt before joining her on the bed. He pulled her close to him to keep her warm. Tsunade sighed in relief once she's been enveloped by him. Better. Much. He smiled. Get some more sleep, Haim. Tomorrow, we'll return to the village. Thank you, Jiraiya, is the last thing she said before she closed her eyes. The next day, Tsunade is back to her old self. She's itching to drink again and to gamble, but he kept her occupied. She's about to assume her role as Hokage. She cannot continue her bad habits any longer. Naruto made his comments as always. Tsunade losing her temper and the two brawled out on the street again. Become a fine man, Tsunade said with her palm on Naruto's chest. It's that when Jiraiya saw the spark of hope in her eyes that has been long lost to her. What the war and death stole from her, Naruto returned. His passionate, hopeful, and loving Haim, he couldn't help but smile. As they took the journey back to Konohagakure, Naruto kept replaying the events that happened with Kabuto and Orochimaru. He may be out for most of it, but there are some bits he remembers, like Tsunade saving him from her treacherous friend. She took multiple hits for him, and she does not even hold it against him. She never mentioned it to him. Shizune told him that she managed to overcome her fear of blood, which is a good thing, but a part of him is saddened that in order to protect the village, Tsunade lost the chance of seeing her little brother and her lover again. He tried to picture himself in that position. It's like losing them all over again. Haim, lend me a hand here, will you? He heard Jiraiya called out. Tsunade, who was busy examining the grass, glanced at him over her shoulder. What are you doing? You don't know how to cook. Why are you catching fish in the first place? She deadpanned. I don't, but you do. Sarutobi-sensei taught us how to do it before and you're always paying attention. Come on, Haim. It's a big fish. You're going to like it, his teacher pleaded. With a sigh, Tsunade went to him and helped him with the fish he caught. From afar, they looked like any normal couple. They banter and they laugh with each other. The love and concern filling their eyes. It made him smile. Perhaps, this time will be different for Tsunade because Jiraiya will be there with her. It's been a while since I last saw her like this, Shizune muttered beside him. She, too, has been watching the two. My uncle and Naoki's death really crippled her. Master Jiraiya has been a great help in healing her. You, too, Naruto, you have no idea what you did for her. Thank you. Me. I did not do anything, he countered. You made her believe again. Yes, being Hokage has been on her path since she's born, but she has no aspiration for it. The only reason she accepted the job is to keep the village steady and protected while you're preparing to be a Hokage someday. Once you're ready, she will pass it down to you, Shizune explained. Naruto was left speechless. He thought Tsunade did not like him. He thought she saw him as someone lacking to dream of being a Hokage, but then his hand found the necklace of her grandfather, of the first Hokage. He won it from their bet. She gave it to him because she believes in him. Sometimes, the best person for the job is the one who does not want it. Ero Sennin believes in her so much that he had searched for her everywhere. I see it now, She's going to be a great Hokage of the Konohagakure, he said. Shizune beamed. Yes, she is. As they walked inside the village, Tsunade was bombarded with memories of the past. It's been so long since she last set foot in Konohagakure. Her eyes found the faces of the Hokages carved into the mountain. Her grandfather, her granduncle, her sensei, and Minato. A sudden wave of shame and guilt hit her. Is she deserving to be one of them? She ran away and she almost caused the destruction of the village they loved and protected. Stop with that, Jiraiya chided. We talked about this. This is your path, Haim. They're going to be proud of you, if they're not already. Naruto overheard what his teacher said. It seems she still doubts herself. I am not thinking about anything, just the amount of paperwork this will entail, and I am not cut out for that job, she said in her defense. It's a lie and all of them knew that. Don't worry. Shizune will help you. Right, Shizune. Yes, Master Jiraiya. Tsunade sighed. There's no winning with those two ganging up on her. She hates paperwork. Alright, let's go, she urged. Everyone was in chaos when it's made known that the fifth Hokage has finally arrived in the village. Tsunade, Jiraiya, Shizune, and Naruto went to the Hokage residence. Naruto lost track of the others after that. They've been whisked away, and he was separated from them. He's been interrogated by Special Jonin about the encounter with Orochimaru and Kabuto. He told them what he recalled and then they left him alone. After a while, he was told to go home. Tsunade and Jiraiya are still speaking with the council. When Shizune informed him that it will take long, he decided that it's best to get some rest. He can return in the morning. Tsunade will have to adjust to her new role right away and that might overwhelm her. He can have her heal Sasuke and Kakashi tomorrow. After hours of meeting, Tsunade is tired and bored to death. Where is Shizune? Jiraiya asked. He, too, has been questioned a lot as to what happened when he searched for Tsunade. I sent her to her room. She needed the rest, she responded. So do you, she huffed. What I need is sake. Well, in that case, he grinned at her. He brought a couple of bottles with him to Tsunade's new room. It wouldn't do her image well if people see her drinking herself to oblivion before the announcement of her reign. They talked about the past, the present. They talked about anything that has nothing to do with the two of them. You're leaving again, aren't you? She deduced. Jiraiya looked away. Still good at foreseeing things, huh? No. You're just predictable. You never stayed still in one place no matter how much you want to. That's who you are now, Jiraiya, she pointed out. He winced. He wanted to stay but there are too many things to consider. Orochimaru will find a way to get his arms back and when he does, he will attack this place. You're Hokage now. You don't have to protect me, Jiraiya, she said. He smiled at her before pressing a chaste kiss on her lips. Shizune is enjoying the sight of Tsunade being the Hokage. She knows that being a leader has always been in her master's blood. Unfortunate circumstance just got in the way and pushed her away from her path but she's back on track now. Weeks since Jiraiya left the village, she observed the woman who raised her throwing herself at work. It's better than her drowning herself in sake and losing all her money to gambling. Whenever she's not reading and signing documents, she is out the training field observing Naruto's progress in his training as well as the other genins. She is monitoring personally the condition of her shinobis. She even checked the training curriculum at the academy. Then, there's the medical facility. Shizune was stunned to learn that Tsunade has been reforming the framework on how the facility operates. Her goal is to make healthcare accessible for every citizen in the village. That means training more people to learn basic medical knowledge and training shinobis of medical ninjutsu. It's safe to say that Tsunade has been incredibly busy. Few months more, Tsunade is on a roll. Shizune noticed that she is barely drinking. She has every book in the office memorized and she's been fighting with the elders and the foundation about Naruto. They're turning this into a goddamn circus. Do they think of me as a fool? Tsunade gritted between her teeth. There has been reports of Akatsuki coming after Jinchuriki. That means there's a threat on Naruto's life. It's exactly why Orochimaru tried to kill him before. He was wary that the Akatsuki will get their hands on Naruto and will use him as their weapon. Danzo was proposing to move Naruto into a secure location and basically make a prisoner out of him. Of course, she wouldn't have that. All of them think of Naruto as some sort of weapon, something to keep hidden and only shoved to the front line when the time comes. She'll be damned if she's going to allow them to treat him like that. The threat on Naruto is real. What are we going to do about it? Shizune asked. What we can. We keep the village safe. We make sure Naruto is prepared. We cannot shield him forever. He must learn to master the Kyuubi, Tsunade answered. Shizune assisted Tsunade in any way she can. She is carrying a heavy weight on her shoulders since she became a Hokage and there's no one there to help her. Jiraiya has not returned yet and the only reason they know he's alive is through the letter he's been sending. A lot has happened. Attack in Sunagakur, Gaara's death, the unrest throughout the nations. Things are getting out of hand with the threat of the Akatsuki looming over their heads. Finally, Jiraiya returned to the village. Took you long enough, Tsunade muttered upon seeing him. I did not come empty-handed. Can we talk someplace else? He requested. Tsunade glanced at Shizune. Cancel the meeting this afternoon. Yes, Lady Tsunade. They went to her room. Whatever it is that he wants to tell her, it must be incredibly important for him to request a change of scenery. Her office is secured enough as it is and still, he wants privacy. So, what is so important that? Her question was cut off by his lips pressed upon hers. His kiss is hungry. His touch desperate. Her back met the wall as he ravished her thoroughly. Jiraiya. God. I missed you, he growled. Tsunade huffed. It's not my fault you took almost 2 years to return. You think letters will be enough. I know. It's my fault. Let me make it up to you, he replied. She cannot refuse him. She will never. In no time, she's been stripped of her clothes followed by him. He laid her on her bed and worshipped every inch of her with his lips and hands. Oh, she whimpered. His lips drifted south into where she wants him. She almost screamed when his lips latched onto her center. He drove her out of her mind with his skilled ministrations. His fingers aided her to reach her release. Jiraiya. He did not let up. He entered her in one swift thrust that stole the air out of her lungs. She is a strong woman. She can crack the earth open. She can punch through rocks, but with Jiraiya, she can stop being strong and allow him to take the lead. She never minded because she knows that with him, she is safe. Tsunade. Don't stop. I don't intend to. They moved in unison until it became too much and they both screamed each other's names. I have something to tell you, Haim, Jiraiya said once they're both lying on her bed, as the day they were born. Their skins covered in a sheet of sweat. She knows it is something grave because he is stalling. If it's not, he will just blurt it out. Spit it out, Jiraiya. There's no easy way to say this. Orochimaru is dead, he revealed. She stilled for a moment. Did you kill him? She asked. No, I did not. From what I gathered, it's Sasuke who killed him, he answered. Sasuke. She learned of her old friend's fascination with the kid. He mentored him, she thinks. Now, it's the same student who ended his life. She does not know how to feel about Orochimaru's death. Yes, he betrayed them. He betrayed her, but he was still one of them. He was her friend. He was a part of her family once. I'm sorry, Haim. I am sorry too, she glanced at him. He's your friend too. You can deny it all you want, but I know you cared about him too. That's why you want to find him first. Jiraiya smiled a little. And I still cannot hide anything from you, he chuckled. So, how's everything here? Akatsuki is making its move. Yeah, Gaara. Naruto was devastated. He's out on a mission with Kakashi. He'll be fine. There are other problems sprouting everywhere, not to mention the politics. Damn, I hate politics, she replied. He stared at her. Danzo. He has the elders' ears. They're contradicting me at every turn. They want to lock Naruto up. You know I will fight like hell to keep that from happening. That is a problem indeed, he hummed. Tsunade turned to face him. When are you leaving? I assume that you are leaving again. You always do. You can order me to stay, he suggested. She chuckled. I could, but I would hate to do that to you of all people. There is no guarantee that you will obey me anyway. They both laughed at that. With everything that's been going on, I am hoping you would stay, however. Help me in protecting Naruto and the village. He stared at her for a moment before smiling. I guess I could stay for a while. I have not seen Naruto yet anyway. How would you explain to anyone seeing me coming in and out of your room? Tsunade shrugged. I don't owe them any explanation. I am the Hokage. Whoever I have here in my room is none of their business, she quipped. Damn right, he agreed. So, Jiraiya stayed. Naruto was overjoyed when he returned from his mission and found his mentor there. Tsunade joined them for dinner, and the boy couldn't stop talking. He never did learn to stop talking. She watched the sight before her and her heart melted. It just seemed so perfect, so complete, especially with Shizune beside her. Then, she remembered that it's not forever. Jiraiya will leave again. There is an impending doom waiting to happen. She does not know whether she's enough to protect them all. I got you something too, Granny, Naruto said. Oh, do I need to know what it is? You'll like it, the boy exclaimed. He then fished something out from his pocket. It's a necklace with 2 dices as pendant. Since you love gambling so much, he added. Jiraiya beamed. She knows he is going to tease her about it later. I actually like it. Not bad, brat, she muttered. Naruto pouted. That's not really a proper way of thanking someone who gave you a present. Thank you, Naruto. I really like it, she replied genuinely. Naruto grinned from ear to ear. It's only fair. You gave me your necklace, so, now, we sort of matched. She laughed because they're not really matching, but she understood what he meant. After dinner, they all went their separate ways. Jiraiya walked with her back to the Hokage residence, back to her bedroom. Some eyes followed them, wondering why Jiraiya is joining the Hokage in her residence, but she truly does not care. They made love to each other for hours on end until they fell asleep together. For the following days that came after, it's been bliss for Tsunade. She spent her day at work, dealing with Naruto, then coming home at night to Jiraiya and his arms. It's an ideal life, something she wanted all her life. She didn't know she would know how it feels like at this point in her life. Then, she came back to reality the moment she saw Jiraiya later that day with that look on his face. He asked her to have a drink with her and told her about the intel he gathered and that he needed to leave. She tried to stop him, but he insisted. She knew it's his way of saying goodbye, and despite her desire to go with him, she cannot. She is the Hokage and leaving the village is not something she can just do. Jiraiya is dead. She never thought a day would come when the word dead would be associated with Jiraiya's name. She thought she would go first, but then again, Orochimaru died first. Now, Jiraiya. She's the last one standing. How cruel. Everyone she loves is dead. Everyone who has known her from the start is gone. A part of her knew he's not coming back. When he bid her goodbye that day, she knew. She tried to stop him, but despite being Hokage, she knew Jiraiya was as stubborn as she is. He would do what he wanted, and he did. If Ero Sennin was the Hokage, he would not let Granny take such stupid risk. Never. That was what Naruto had said when he was told of his mentor's death. She could not disagree. He's right. Jiraiya would have tied her to a post, lock her in a cell, just to keep her from leaving the village if need be. He would have protected her. She failed him. She failed everyone. Thing is, she cannot fall apart, not now. Pain is after Naruto. She must protect him despite being so bad at it. Jiraiya would have wanted his student to be safe. You're sending me away, Naruto hissed. I am not. I am sending you to train. You cannot take on pain in the Akatsuki with your current condition. You'll get taken and you will die. Who's gonna benefit from that? Certainly not the village. He frowned. Where are you sending me? You're going to Mount Myoboku. Fukasaku will take you there. He will train you just as he trained Jiraiya. You will master Sage Mode, and you will be ready. When you are, you will return here, and you will defend this village, she responded. Fukasaku nodded before explaining to Naruto what his training will include. Tsunade tuned out most of it. She truly does not care. That is for Naruto to know, not for her. As long as he's going to be safe and be well trained, that's all that matters. Granny Tsunade, his voice pulled her out of her trance. While I'm gone, what are you going to do? The boy asked. She huffed a little. What I've always done since I returned to this village, be its Hokage. I'll do what I can to keep it safe, she answered. You said it yourself, they are very powerful. She smiled. They are, but it couldn't be helped. I just do what I can. There is nothing else. I will protect this village no matter the cost. So, focus on your training and leave the rest to me. Whether he believes it or not, it does not matter. She will protect the village until he's ready. Don't die, Granny Tsunade, was the last thing Naruto said before he went with Fukasaku. Don't die, as much as the thought of it comforted her, she cannot allow herself to die just yet. She made a promise, and she intends to keep it. She pushed down the grief in her heart and continued to do her job. The temptation to just drown herself with sake is strong, but she fought it. How is the research going? It's a tough code to crack, but we're getting there, Shizune answered. Tsunade could only nod. Keep working at it. It will solve our problems. Have you eaten yet? I can order something, her apprentice suggested. She shook her head. I'm fine. Go get some rest. Tomorrow is another day. Take Sakura with you tomorrow at the headquarters. Maybe she can help with the deciphering of the code. I'm really sorry, Lady Tsunade, Shizune suddenly said. She's been holding that one out since Jiraiya died. Her fear was tenfold because she had seen how Tsunade was when her uncle died and she feared that it would happen again. So far, it has not. Tsunade threw herself at work instead at the bottom of a bottle of sake. She diverted her attention to missions and village security. When Naruto blamed her for Jiraiya's death, she wanted to knock some sense into Naruto's head. Didn't he know how much Jiraiya meant to Tsunade? Still, Tsunade did not fall off the wagon. She fought and fought with everything she got. Her only worry now is that she's neglecting taking care of herself. She's constantly working, not caring about food nor sleep. It is what it is, Shizune. It can't be helped, Tsunade replied. Few more days and the danger knocked on their doors. Pain has arrived in Konohagakure. Shizune was sent to continue deciphering the code while Tsunade was left in her residence. She knew that her mentor would do anything to protect the village even if it cost her life. When Katsuyu appeared, she smiled to herself. Pain can destroy the entire village, but he will be killing its people. Tsunade will not let him. Are you alright, Lady Shizune? Ino asked. For a moment there, she thought she's done for, but Katsuyu managed to get her back. The destruction of the village was grave, but no casualty from the explosion except those who already died in battle prior. Katsuyu managed to get every citizen. Katsuyu, how is Lady Tsunade doing? She asked. She's hanging on, Lady Shizune. It takes a huge amount of her chakra to have me protecting everyone and at the same time, healing those injured on the field and inside the hospital. She's nearing her limit. Shizune glanced towards the leveled Hokage residence. If she's nearing her limit, that means she already released her regeneration seal. There is a job we must do. Come on, she urged the others, and they all get moving. Standing in front of Pain, she knew she's no match for them. She's running out of chakra, but she cannot just stand on the side and do nothing. Pain destroyed the village. She will be damned if she lets him walk away. It's impressive how you managed to keep everyone alive after that attack. You truly are one of the Sannin. It's too bad you're the only one left, Pain teased. Jiraiya went easy with you. He cared about you and you killed him. All students surpassed their teachers. Isn't that what they say? Tsunade smirked a little. But I am not your teacher, she muttered. This will cost her her life. There is no doubt about it. In her lifetime, she only tried to do it once and she got half of her chakra reserve then. Now, she's close to zero. There is no other choice. It must be done. Pain once again floated in the air. He is going to do that same attack again. He is counting of her depleting strength. He thinks that by doing it the second time, he will get everyone in the village too. She saw the blinding light and that's when she made her decision. It is time. Taking in a deep breath, she opened her system and allowed herself to absorb the energy and chakra around her. She felt herself connect with the magical forest far from her reach. Lady Tsunade, Katsuyu gasped upon realizing what she's doing. But it's all right, Katsuyu. I am not meant to live forever. The village and its people must survive. That is the job. Help me accomplish that, please, she replied. Yes, Lady Tsunade. It's been an honor to fight alongside you all these years. The honor has always been mine, Katsuyu. Thank you for choosing me. A blast of energy bombarded her body, overflowing her with chakra and strength. When the attack collided with her formed shield, she felt the weight of it pressing down on her, hungry to destroy what's left of Konohagakure. She held on. Once the light faded, the village or rather its poor state remained intact. The people remained safe and alive. How? Pain was unable to continue his words when he saw Tsunade. You too. Black markings spread across her face and all over her skin. Her body covered in green chakra as her eyes lit up with the same color. Jiraiya and Orochimaru were not the only ones who dabbled with senjutsu. I am, after all, one of the legendary Sanins. You're not eradicating this village and its people. You trampled on the jewel and dreams of my predecessors. I will never forgive you, she exclaimed. I see. I have pushed you too far when my fight is not with you to begin with. You stood in my way so I had no choice. Still, I admire your courage. Now, I must end you. One of his clones charged towards her but before she could react, Naruto appeared in front of her and destroyed Pain's clone. The energy coming off of him, he did it. He mastered the Sage mode. Just like Jiraiya and Minato. Naruto, you're the Hokage, Granny. You should not get your hands dirty with the likes of him. Let me handle things from now on. You've done enough. You kept everyone alive. I'll take care of him for you, he said. She did not doubt him. He is ready, she thought. All right, I trust you, is the last thing she said to him before she's taken away. She did not realize that her senjutsu has already faded and with that, what's left of her energy. Lady Tsunade, thank you, Sakura said as she held her hand. Everything's going to be all right now, Sakura, and then she closed her eyes. Pain was defeated. They have prevailed but not without cost. The village was destroyed but it can also be rebuilt. Everyone started working towards the restoration of the village. All those who were killed were revived by Nagato. Naruto was praised by everyone for saving them, for defeating Pain, but he could not bring himself to rejoice, not when Tsunade remains unconscious. It was like a cold splash of water on his face when after the fight, he was told of the Hokage's condition. She's in a coma. That's the official diagnosis. Shizune and Sakura took turns in taking care of her, making sure that her body would still receive enough amount of nutrients despite being unconscious. She has lost all of her chakra after protecting the village from Pain's almighty push, twice. First, she transferred her chakra to Katsuyu to shield the citizens from the attack. Second, she entered the Sage mode to block the almighty push. After that, she just closed her eyes and she has not opened them yet. How is she doing today? He asked Shizune. Same. I don't know what else to do. Her body recuperated well enough that it went back to its youthful form but, she still has not woken up. He bit his tongue. Watching her sleeping form, the guilt eats him up. When he was told Jiraiya died, his eye of blame landed on her. He recklessly blamed her for his death without considering how hard it must have been for her to lose him too. He's more than just a teammate for her, more than just a friend. The days before Jiraiya left, he saw the closeness between the two, how they did not shy away from showing their affection for one another in front of the whole village. It made him glad to see them together being happy, and then Jiraiya died few days later. He avoided Tsunade after that and only spoke to her when she's sending him away with Fukasaku to train. He knew then how much his blame affected her. It's like she's just functioning because she had to, not because she wanted to. While he was training, he's been worried. He recalled the state she's in when they first met. She was suffering from crippling grief of losing her little brother and her lover. She left the village because of it. He feared what losing Jiraiya would do to her. He feared that she might leave again or just drink and drink until she passes out. He did not count this. So, she can do senjutsu too, huh? He muttered. Shizune smiled. Yes, she mentioned it to me once. She said since she cannot use wood style like her grandfather, she wanted to gain power somewhere else. She entered the Shikatsu forest and trained to master it. Have you seen her use it before? No, she ever only used it once. During the Second Shinobi War, they were fighting Hanzo. Master Jiraiya and Orochimaru were down and she was desperate. She could not shield them from Hanzo and heal them at the same time, so she used it for the first time. It only lasted for a few minutes, but she succeeded. During Pain's attack, she used it with little amount of chakra left in her body. She succeeded in protecting the village, but it drained her. He had seen it, her sage mode. He felt its power, the chakra radiating from her. He saw her blocked Pain's attack. Yes, it gave her the power she needed, and now, this is what happened to her. Maybe if he hadn't blamed her, she wouldn't feel the urge to put herself on the line. Maybe she wouldn't think that her life means nothing, that she can just throw it away, and that would be alright. No, it's not alright. He cannot lose her too. She's going to wake up, he said with determination. Shizune, however, does not look convinced. Before Pain's attack, she's not doing well. Sure, she's not drinking herself into stupor like before, but she's not taking care of herself either. She's always working, ensuring the village is protected. When Pain attacked the village, the way she fought, she gave it her all. Her body is healed, Naruto, and still, she's not waking up. What are you trying to say, Shizune? I am saying that perhaps, Lady Tsunade does not want to wake up anymore, she responded. Naruto froze. She cannot do that. He will not let her. How dare she? After everything, she's just not going to wake up. No, she's not leaving him too. Not now, not when he can finally protect the village, protect her too. He vowed to her that he's going to be the next Hokage, but never at her expense. The elders and the council are talking about replacement, Shizune trailed. That triggered him. They're not going to replace her. She's not dead. I know that, but politics is a dirty game, Naruto. Some of them viewed Lady Tsunade as thorn on their side. She never played ball with them, never tried to appease them. They were looking for a way to get her off the seat, and this is it. They would argue the stability of the village and with her in a coma. I heard they're pushing for Kakashi to be the 6th Hokage, Shizune explained. It is also something he failed to consider before. Tsunade is not just managing shinobis. She is also dealing with the council and their politics. She is the one keeping them away from him. She will wake up. I know that she will, he repeated. 3 days that followed, Tsunade remained unconscious. Granny, you have to wake up. Come on, we need you. I need you. You need to see me on my inauguration day, right? Sakura is waiting for you too. Don't get me started with Shizune. Everyone is waiting, Granny, he fought off the tears from falling. I know you're tired. I know you are lonely. You must have thought that you're alone now, that everyone's gone, but you're wrong. You're not alone. I am still here. Shizune, Sakura, we're all here. So, don't leave just yet, yeah. It's not your time yet. Wake up, he pleaded to an unconscious Tsunade. Naruto tuned out what's happening outside of Tsunade's room. He's not going to leave her. She needs to know that she's not alone. He's determined to make her feel that he's there for her too, just as she's been there for him since the day they've met. His hand held on to the necklace she gave him, the necklace she entrusted upon him not because of the bed but because what it meant, what she believed he would be. Yes, he knows. She believes in him that she gave him her grandfather's necklace. His only regret is that he failed to believe in her too when things got rough. Then, Naruto froze. What is this presence, he thought. They said I might find you here. He couldn't move. Is it his imagination? It can't be, right? You're dead, he muttered without turning around. He felt the presence sat next to him. The smell, yes, it smelled like him too. This is insane. How is this possible? Look at me, kid, and against his better judgment, he did. Long time, huh, Ero Sennin, he exclaimed before almost jumping to hug him. Jiraiya laughed as he embraced him back. Only you would call me that even after everything. Yes, it's me. I am not a ghost. What the hell happened? They said. Geezer Sage said that you're dead, he asked once they pulled from each other. I was. Then, I woke up in the forest. It's hard to explain but safe to say, I battled my way to come back. I am sorry it took me so long, he answered. The forest. It could be the Myoboku forest. It's vast enough for him to miss him there. Why is Geezer Sage unaware that Ero Sennin had been there all along? You will only hurt your head, kid. Now, I was told you have not left this room for days. Go. I'll watch over her. Clean yourself up. You do smell, you know. What? Yeah. When she wakes she's going to chide you over it. Now that he mentions it. Naruto glanced at Tsunade. Maybe this time, she'll have a reason to wake up. Alright, I'll be back tomorrow. Take care of her, Ero Sennin, he agreed before leaving the room. Jiraiya stared at Tsunade's sleeping form. Yes, he did die. He felt himself die with overflowing regret of not being able to keep his promise to Tsunade of returning. Perhaps, that's what allowed him to return. When he woke, he's at the forest of Myoboku before the spirits residing there. They had given him tests to prove he's worthy to return to the land of the living. It was hell to say the least. He thought of giving up but each time, he did, he remembered Tsunade's smile. It kept him going. He made her a promise. He will not break it. He had a taste of what life with her was like. He wanted it. He wanted to be by her side. When he managed to return to his body, he swam to the surface and ran his way back to Konohagakure. He was stunned to see the state of the village and Kakashi, the one who first found him, relayed everything that has happened during his supposed death. Nagato. Pain. The almighty push. Tsunade. As much as he wants to talk to Naruto about him achieving the Toad Sage, he wanted to see Tsunade first. Kakashi told him what she did in order to protect the village. She healed everyone while shielding them from Nagato. Slug Sage. He chuckled. He always suspected that she could do senjutsu too, but he never found evidence of it. He never asked either. Orochimaru couldn't be bothered to theorize about it with him. He knew just how powerful Tsunade is to summon quite a portion of Katsuyu and the range of how she could use Katsuyu in battle. It made sense that she achieved the Sage mode too. Thing is, healing and fighting at the same time is taxing on the body. Tsunade could do both but it's the entire village this time. She kept them alive and blocked Nagato's attack. Oh, Haim, you never do things the easy way, huh, he muttered as he ran his fingers over her cheek. You're scaring the kid. You're scaring both of your students too. Come on, Haim. It's time for you to wake up. He held her hand. He used his chakra to reach her, wherever she might be. It's something he had seen her do before during the war. He hopes he can do it right. I am here, Haim. I came back to you. Now, come back to me, he urged. Then, he felt it. She held his hand back. He stopped pouring his chakra into her and stared at her face. Slowly, she opened her eyes, and he couldn't help the smile that formed on his lips. Hello there, Haim. Took you long enough. She managed to smile a little. Jiraiya. Yes, it's me. You're not hallucinating this handsome face, he teased. Don't do that to me again, she croaked out. Her throat must be dry after being unconscious for days. I do not intend to, Haim. I am not leaving you again. I swear it, he vowed. Good, because I will not let you. You're not leaving me again, she replied. That's the question she keeps on asking herself as soon as she opens her eyes. She thought it was going to be white everywhere with maybe angels singing songs welcoming her in the afterlife, but apparently, it's a forest. Afterlife is a forest. What a surprise. She died as far as she remembers. She protected the village up to the last drop of her chakra and she closed Jiraiya's, knowing that everything is going to be alright. Naruto will handle the rest. He is ready. She can rest now, and what a relief that is. You're not going to stand there forever, are you? Startled, she spun so fast, her vision blurred. Her grandfather stood before her with that familiar grin she missed so much. Grandfather. Her eyes couldn't believe it. Hello, it's been a long time, he greeted. Tsunade couldn't help it. She launched at him and within seconds, she is back in his arms just like when she's a child. I missed you, grandfather. Oh, I know, Suna. I have missed you too. If this is death, so far so good, she's been longing to see her grandfather again for a very long time. I am sorry, grandfather. He pulled back to look at her face. What for? The village. It was destroyed under my reign. I tried to protect it, but I was not enough. I am so sorry. Suna. You have not failed. Houses can be rebuilt. Lives, they cannot be replaced, and you preserve our people's lives with everything you've got. An entire village worth of citizen, Suna, that is no easy feat. I do not see failure in that, he replied. She looked down at the ground. And what of the years I turned my back on the village? I ran away, grandfather. I could have been there, when Minato and Kushina sacrificed themselves to protect the village. I could have been there for Naruto, but I was busy running away, drinking, and gambling. You came back, didn't you? She halted. When you're needed the most, when the village called for you, the most important thing, Suna. You have every reason not to. Gods, you have every reason to turn to darkness and destroy the village, but instead, you cling into your light, and you believed again. I am in awe of your strength, my princess. You have nothing to apologize for, her grandfather said. Tears fell from her eyes. I am so happy to see you, grandfather. She wrapped her arms around him once more and sobbed. Years of being the last Senju, it took a great toll on her. One by one, she lost everyone she thought would be there with her until the end. Everyone just kept on dying until she's the last remaining Senju. Now Sheshome again. Suna. Her grandfather looked so serious when she pulled back from his embrace. You cannot stay here. What? You should not be. Much to do, my princess. You cannot remain here, he repeated. Tsunade shook her head. Don't turn me away, grandfather. I just found you again. I have not seen grandmother yet and Nawaki. I wanted to see them. I wanted to see the rest of the family, and granduncle, and Dan, please, grandfather. Let me stay here, she pleaded. Hashimara shook his head. You are the Hokage, Suna. You have a job to do, and being dead is not that. Do not abandon your post, his voice firm. I have done my part, grandfather. I took the hat. I served the village. I gave my life to it. Naruto is ready. The next generation is. Haven't earned the right to rest, grandfather. I am so tired and I don't want to be alone anymore. He held her hands but said nothing else. Everyone else is gone, grandfather. My family, the Norokimaru. Jiraiya. She choked upon uttering his name. They're all gone. Please, grandfather. Let me join them. Let me join you. Hashirama studied his granddaughter's face before smiling. But you're not alone, my sweet, far from it. As you said, you have Naruto and your students. Other than the village who depends on you, Heschel, so they're waiting for you to return. Tsunade frowned. Yes, Suna. So, you still have a reason to keep on going, right? We're not going. I'll always be here waiting for you, but for now, you must live. Live for all of us, Suna. Do what we have failed to do in our time, Hashimurama responded. He is still alive. She couldn't believe it, but her grandfather would never lie to her. If he is alive then, I will do my best to make you all proud of me, grandfather. I will protect your dreams in the village, she vowed. Hashirama beamed at her. You already have made all of us proud, Suna. Now, open your eyes, he pressed a gentle kiss on her forehead. Granny, you have to wake up. Come on, we need you. I need you. You need to see me on my inauguration day, right? Sakura is waiting. Get me started with Shizune. Everyone is waiting, Granny. I know you are tired. I know you are lonely. You must have thought that you're alone now, that everyone's gone but you, we're not alone. I am still, Sakura, weary all here. So, didn't leave just yet, yeah. It's not your time yet. Wake up. That was Naruto's voice, she deduced. Oh, Haim, you never do things the easy way, huh? You're scaring scaring both of your students too. Come on, it's time for you to wake up. Now, that is his, mistaking it. Her grandfather was right, she felt him holding her hand. His chakra gently cares said her, letting her know the is real, the is waiting for her. I am here, Haim. I came back to you. Now, come back to me. And so she did. She opened her eyes and the first thing she saw was him. The events that unfold after that were like a hurricane. People fussed over her. Naruto, Shizune, and Sakura wouldn't leave her alone and would tend to her every need no matter how small. She understood why and she appreciated the concern, but it is starting to annoy her. She was in a coma, but she did not become an invalid. Granny, I forgot to tell you. Kakashi-sensei is alive, Naruto then said. She halted while in the middle of her, another thing. Since she woke up, she's always been hungry. Kakashi. She felt him die. He was fighting pain while she's on the rooftop lending her chakra to Katsuyuki and he drew his last breath. She couldn't save him no matter how hard she tried. I didn't understand, she breathed out. Yeah, couldn't either but Nagato undid what he's done. That brought everyone he killed back to life. That includes Kakashi-sensei. Isn't it great, Granny? His voice is so hopeful. It's far from how he was when he learned Jiraiya was dead. It's good to hear him talk so lively again. Yes, Naruto. It is great. She could not help but be sad, however. She recalled the blame that was placed upon her when everyone thought Jiraiya died. It's rightfully placed, she knows, but she's hurt too. She thought she lost him too and she was in pain, but nobody saw it. Well, Sakura and Shizune did, but Naruto. She could not blame the boy. She did not want him to see it either. Haim, when she glanced up, Jiraiya is looking at her with worry. Are you alright? Yes. Why? You've gone mute and deaf for 10 minutes. She did. Naruto was staring at her with worry in his eyes. Granny, I'm sorry. Were you saying something? I am thinking maybe you should change the color of your building, Granny, the boy suddenly blurted out. Red is kind of outdated. How about something yellow or orange? That looks happy, right? Or green, you seem to like green. Naruto kept on babbling. Jiraiya chuckled in amusement at the boy's antics. Naruto, I am not changing the color of the Hokage residence. It's been like that since the beginning, she grumbled. But Granny, it's not a happy color. I am telling you, it's going to be better if it's yellow or orange. Naruto, when I'm Hokage, it's going to be yellow, he declared. Tsunade shook her head. She wants him to be Hokage someday, but the residence being yellow. Perhaps, she can delay that future until he changes his mind. Alright, get out, Naruto. You may have mastered Sage Mode, but you still have training to do. Besides, didn't you promise to help with the rebuilding of the academy? Jiraiya reminded him. Oh, right. Later, Granny. I'll bring you a nice bottle of sake, Naruto promised before running out of the room. That leaves her with Jiraiya and his knowing look. Spill it out, Haim. What? Don't try that with me. I know you and something's bothering you when you were looking at Naruto earlier. It's enough that you zoned out. Of course, he knows her. They've known each other for a very long time. It's just nice to see him like that again, stubborn, and energetic. He was devastated when we thought you died. He was so sad and angry, she answered. Jiraiya hummed. He was sorry about it, you know. Told me everything and I let him know that there's nothing you could have done to prevent what happened to me. He regretted placing the blame on you. You shouldn't have spoken to him about it, she chided. He started it, not me. He was so scared when you were in a coma. Everyone was worried but Naruto was terrified. He did not want the last conversation he has with you was you sending him away to train. He did not want you to die thinking that he was angry with you, he supplied. She looked away. It would be justified. It wouldn't, and if you had died, he would live the rest of his life with that guilt. So, good thing you came back, right? He grinned. Now, she lost her appetite to finish her meal. I almost didn't. Jiraiya dropped his smile. I was not going to. Believe me, it was hard. Grandfather was there. Finally, I was with my family. I was looking forward to seeing everyone but grandfather did not let me, she chuckled. He ordered me to return. Then, he told me you're alive. His eyes softened. That's why your grandfather is my favorite Hokage. He's a smart man. Tsunade laughed. Don't push it, Jiraiya. I think you already won him over. Jiraiya smiled from ear to ear. Getting back on her rightful seat was easy. Kakashi was more than happy to step aside. Poor lad did not want the responsibility of being a Hokage. It helps that Jiraiya was back too. Danzo and the elders did not want to mess with two of the Sannin. Rebuilding the village was harder than dealing with two old politicians. Pain's attack destroyed the village's infrastructure. She has to divert a lot of the village's funds just to support the rebuilding. Her people will not survive if they have to take it out of their pockets. All of the shinobis help the citizens in rebuilding. It's faster and she stopped giving out missions in the meantime, so everyone is free to lend their hands for the construction. Meanwhile, she spent her days with her face on the books. Once the rebuilding is done, she needs to generate the village's income by sending shinobis to missions. She needs to choose the missions carefully and at the moment, not many are requesting assistance from Konohagakure. Still at it, Haim. Jiraiya stepped into her temporary office while the residence is still under construction. You've been here since this morning. Come on, let's take a stroll, yeah. She shook her head. I am working, Jiraiya. Yeah, always working. Your people need to see their Hokage and you need to see the progress of the rebuilding. Come on, Haim. Finally, she glanced up and looked at him. Did he grow a beard? Perhaps, a stubble. She did not notice it before. Fine. Just an hour or two, she yielded. She braced herself. She has not really been out in the village since she came out of the coma. It's just, she did not have the heart to see what has become of the village her grandfather built. She did not want to feel the disappointment and the guilt despite her grandfather reassuring her that it was not her fault. To her surprise, no guilt came over her as she and Jiraiya began their stroll. People greeted them with a smile. Everyone is working together in such harmony she rarely seen before. If no one would be the wiser, it's like no attack has happened in Konohagakure. More and more houses have been rebuilt. The academy and public school are standing once again too. Her residence and the hospital are still work in progress, but it looks like they're nearly done. Fancy a drink? Jiraiya invited. Why not? Thank the gods the bar has reopened. She let Jiraiya order their drinks and foods. He knows what she likes anyway. It's not what you're expecting, huh? He muttered. It's not as bad as I thought, she admitted. No one blames you, Haim. Trust me on that. Everyone is indebted to you as a matter of fact. You kept everyone alive. You nearly died making sure of that. Naruto may have defeated pain, but you made sure everyone remains alive until he could do that. As you can see, houses can be rebuilt as long as there are people around to do it. She heard those words from her grandfather. Perhaps she did a good thing. She would prefer the destruction of the village to not happen during her reign, but it happened. I guess you're right. He laughed. Wow, it's not every day Princess Tsunade would say that to me. Do not push it, Jiraiya. Alright, I won't. Then his laughter died. Naruto has been asking. About what? About you, she frowned. He's wondering if you've been avoiding him. Avoiding? Why would he get such an idea? I was not avoiding anyone. I was working until you interrupted me and dragged me out here. He knows where I was the entire time, she argued. Jiraiya nodded. Yes, and during the times he visited you, he said you barely talked to him. Even when he tried to annoy you to get some reaction out of you, you just went along to his antics. He felt that you're only agreeing with him just to make him happy. I don't understand. It's about that time, isn't it? When you told him I was dead, when he reacted badly and put the blame on you, you have not moved on from it, he deduced. Hasn't she? She felt fine. Yes, she still feels guilty about what happened to Jiraiya, though she knows there's nothing she could have done to prevent him from leaving the village, but she does not think she's still feeling bad about Naruto's words towards her. We're fine. I would be lying if I would say that it does not affect me, but I understand it now, Jiraiya. I know there's nothing I could have done to stop you from going that day. I know that. I am not mad at Naruto and I am not avoiding him either. You can tell him that, she responded. He nodded. You can tell him yourself when he comes to see you then. The night went on and they continued talking about random things as they drank the night away. Then, they resumed their walk, and this time, on their way to her temporary residence near the shinobi camp that was established after Pain was defeated. I was thinking on resuming delegating mission to shinobis. We're low on funds and we need the money to continue the rebuilding of the village. I don't like the idea of borrowing money from other villages. You know how that could bite, as in the someday, she shared. He huffed. And here I thought we're all friends. We're friends until something arises. History has proven that. I am not taking my chances. I don't want a repeat of what happened recently. Would you like to help me divide the shinobis for the assignments? Some must remain for the construction. Jiraiya smiled. Of course, Haim. Whatever you need, I am right here. That made her smile too. For a moment, she feared he would ask to be sent out to a mission himself. She knew that if he did that, she would only say yes. She could order him to stay, but Jiraiya is not her property. He is a shinobi and a formidable one. It is his sworn duty to serve the village. I am tired, she whispered, which caught his attention. I did not think I am, but now, I feel it. You've been working non-stop. I have to fix this, I have to fix everything. He then picked her up and carried her in his arms. She is too tired to protest and no one's around anyway. You do not have to do it on your own, Tsunade. We're here. I thought you already know that, he said. For how long? He stiffened. Never mind. If you're so determined to carry me in your arms, might as well bring me to a comfortable bed because my eyes are closing soon. It's alright, Haim. Go sleep. I'll put you to bed and tuck you in. It's the last thing she heard before sleep won over her. Not far from them is Naruto. He did not mean to spy on them, but he got hungry and he went out to eat some ramen. He just heard voices and decided to see who it was, and when he saw his teacher carrying the Hokage, he halted. For days, he tried getting through Tsunade's walls. He knows that he hurt her with his words after being told that Jiraiya was dead. She said they're good, but her actions said another thing. She avoided eye contact with him, and when she responded to his teasing, it's casual and unbothered. He couldn't get a reaction out of her, a genuine one. When he tried to get out of an assignment like helping with the construction, she just said yes. When weeks ago, she would have yelled at him for being lazy. He is at a loss on how to make it up to her. The next day, He decided he would surprise her with a nice breakfast. She likes to eat more than she likes to drink. He bought her a lot and black coffee to start her day. She's working very hard and he wants to make sure she will have a filled stomach before she starts burying herself with paperwork. Naruto entered her office with bags of takeout. Granny Tsunade, I have something for you, he greeted with a big grin on his face. It is evident that she just woke up, judging by the sleep still reflected in her eyes. Naruto, tone it down a little. My ears still haven't adjusted from sleep, she chided. He smiled to himself. Well, there is his Granny Tsunade. It's already late, you know. Never mind that. Here, he placed the bags on her desk. Eat. You're not getting out of this room the whole day again, so I brought you food. She stared at the bags and then back to him. You bought me food. Yup. It's all yours. You can share some with Shizune too, or with Ero Sennin if he's here. I already ate, he responded. He saw a brief flash of emotion in her eyes before it was gone. He does not know which exactly it was because it happened so fast. Naruto, I would like to apologize if I made you feel like I am upset with you or avoiding you. I wasn't. I promise. It's just that, I was processing still the things that happened and sometimes, I still feel the guilt, but I understood it better now. I am not mad at you, she suddenly said. His smile vanished. I hurt you. What? With my words. What I said to you then, it hurt your feelings. I was reckless and selfish. I did not think about how you're feeling, and instead of understanding what happened, I blamed you when you're also hurting. I hurt you, Granny, he pointed out. He can tell that she likes to deny it, but she couldn't because it's true. You're right though. If Jiraiya's the Hokage, he wouldn't have let me leave on my own. I would protest, of course, but he would give me hell before he would attempt to lock me somewhere. I didn't do such things when he told me he's leaving. I tried to deny his request, but he insisted. He told me that he's also a shinobi sworn to protect the village, and I had to rebut to it. I offered my help. I told him to call for me if he needed help and I would go to him, but he refused. He refused because I couldn't leave this village for him. She smiled bitterly. I hated that. I do not want to, but I did in that moment. Then, he died. I hated that even more. I hated that once again, I couldn't save the people I love because of my responsibility to this village. Your words only affected me because I was already hurting myself, Naruto. That's it, she responded. He remembered how she left the village years ago after her lover died. She stayed away for a long time until Jiraiya and him found her. She's a great Hokage, but the weight of the responsibility of being one has been pinning her down. It has tied her to the village. You saved everyone, Granny. Ero Sennin is back. You fought for me to complete my training to master the Sage Mode so I could defend our village. You failed at nothing. You're a great Hokage, and when I become one someday, I want to be just like you, Granny, he expressed. She blinked away the forming tears in her eyes. Shouldn't you aim to be like your father when you become Hokage? That too, but you're the one who showed me how being a leader looks like, you're still doing it. You're amazing, Granny Tsunade. He beamed. She made a quick work wiping the single tear that escaped her guard and pretended it did not happen. What she couldn't hide is the smile on her lips though. Well, I can't eat all of this and Shizune is not here. Jiraiya is still asleep. If you're going to pester me all morning, might as well help me eat all of this food that you brought, she changed the subject. Naruto is more than happy to oblige. You got it, Granny. Outside the door is Jiraiya listening to their conversation with a smile on his face.